Hi, welcome. This is the first live stream, and all credits to Tanish for giving me this awesome thumbnail. You all know मेरे thumbnail बनाने की skills कितने बढ़िया हैं. Tanish is from Discord, by the way. आज हम लोग बात करेंगे redox reactions की on NCERT Exemplar solved questions. There's going to be a delay of around 10 seconds as usual between what I say and what you hear. I've chosen the low latency mode. I think if I chose ultra low latency, it doesn't let me do a high resolution. Anyway, hey Tanish is here, great. Astik is here as well. Tanish took your help, okay. I teach thumbnails, no, that's you guys. Okay, Astik and Tanish, it was a team effort, that's awesome, good to know. And yeah, if you're wondering, mera chehra kyun nahi dikh raha hai, that's how these videos are going to be. You don't need my face to study, you can figure this out by yourselves. So our videos are going to look like this, more space for us to scribble on, and yeah, focus on my voice and look at the screen that's right in front of you. ठीक है, शुरू किया जाए? No, it's good, it's great. Thanks for joining in, folks. It wasn't a team effort. Oh my God, they're fighting for credit already. Look at how the power is getting to their heads. So what I'm going to do, by the way, is I'm going to do live sessions, and then maybe I'll chunk down the video to, ताकि अगर किसी को सिर्फ solutions देखने हो, they want to look at just the question solutions, they can have that in without the live thing. Maybe I'll do that if I have time. That's why मैं सुबह दिन में कर रहा हूँ, because by the evening maybe I'll do that as well. So that's the focus, right? Redox reactions आज हम लोग करने वाले हैं. And it has three different things. One is multiple choice questions. Then it has type 2, जिसमें जो है एक से ज़्यादा सही होंगे. Let me show you. We have three broad sections in this. This is it. It has 8-10 सवाल हैं, I think. Then there's match the following, multiple choice questions too, and there's assertion reason as well. Right. So these are the questions that I'm going to do with you guys. Let's see कितने कर पाते हैं. I will probably do them all. छोटे सवाल हैं. So let's get started. Yeah, no face cam. Why do you need a face, man? पढ़ने के लिए तुमको चेहरा देखने की क्या ज़रूरत है? आवाज़ पे फोकस करो, right? Yeah. So let's get started. And also, it's easier this way. Yeah, I don't have to comb my hair and do all of that. It takes a lot of time to do all that. No, it doesn't really. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I honestly think it's easier this way. And editing मेरे लिए ज़्यादा आसान होगी after the fact. That's why I'm doing this. Let's see how it works out. I think तुम्हारे पढ़ने में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. And the medium of instruction is going to be like this. थोड़ा बहुत हिंदी, थोड़ा बहुत English. I don't think that bot's working. Let me ping Discord के लोग. I don't think that bot that we set up is working right. It's supposed to send out ping when the video starts. We have begun. Discord में लोगों को बोल दिया मैंने. ठीक है, चलो, let's get started. बहुत time pass हो गया. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, it's fun, but now you have only one thing to listen to or focus on, which is just the voice. ठीक है, शुरू करते हैं. So इसमें से कौन सा is not an example of redox reactions? Well, redox reactions, grammar, etc. You'll see कि थोड़ा बहुत अंग्रेजी में आगे पीछे होंगे ये सवाल. These are directly from NCERT. मैंने कुछ किया नहीं इनको. And also, some of these questions may actually be incorrect. We'll see. Okay, first question starting up right about now. Which of the following is not an example of a redox reaction? You've got the first one, CuO plus H2 giving you Cu plus H2O. The deal with this is कि कब होगा कब नहीं होगा. यहाँ पे not लिखा है. Write down the oxidation states. यहाँ पे copper का 2 plus था और plus 2 and यहाँ पे 0 है. So this is clearly is a redox reaction, hence not the answer. दूसरा वाला है, you guys can also give me an answer if you want. I know Tanish is not really preparing for JEE anymore. Was I not supposed to out you? Sorry about that. Aztec is doing NEET. You guys can respond. Or if there's anybody else who's not watching it live, pause this video. जैसा ठीक करना है कर लो. Optimus Maximus, oh my God, it's been a while. Good to see you. These are the parts maybe I'll cut out from the non-live version. But good to see you guys. All right, what's the answer to this one? बहुत simple the question है. This one again is going from what? Plus 2 to 0. यहाँ पे 2K. Oh yeah, 2K, not the resolution. It's plus 0 to 1. So that means that this must be the answer, and it is. This is a double displacement reaction. तो पहला सवाल थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही आसान हो गया. But this is it. This is a double displacement reaction. How can I be confident? Well, you can just check. यहाँ पे barium is at a plus 2 state. Here also it's at plus 2. Hydrogen is plus 1. Hydrogen also is plus 1. Chloride is at negative 1, and you know the rest. S is at plus 6. Oxygen is minus 2. If this is going a little quick for you, please take some time and check out my older sessions and all the theory. We're just doing these practice sessions closer to the exam because the JEE is in a couple of months. I know NEET में थोड़ा time है, but I thought I'm going to do practice sessions right now. So the answer to this one, according to me, is this one right here. Yeah, 4. It's straightforward. It's getting hectic, Optimus. Okay, Vader. Wow, college के दोस्त भी आ गए. All right, great. What's up, Piyush? How are you doing? 4, right? Simple, easy answer. Let's go to the next one. Question number 2. The more positive the value of E naught, the greater is the tendency of the species to get reduced. Okay, we'll digest that question, that first statement. Using the standard electrode potential of redox couples given over here, इसमें से कौन सा which of the following is the strongest oxidizing agent, which means that it likes getting reduced. I like writing that down right on the, we'll look at what the question is asking for, but likes getting reduced, right? मैं इसको लिखना चाहता हूँ ताकि you have this in your mind. If it's something the good oxidizing agent, it itself gets reduced, right? They are two sides of the same coin. ठीक है, ये पहला statement लिखा गया. We'll do this question. The question is not a big deal. What does this mean? Greater is the tendency of species get reduced. It makes sense, right? Because E naught is defined as reduction, right? Since we define E naught as reduction in most of our basic studies, that means कि अगर positive value हुई, then the tendency to get reduced is great, yeah, to get reduced. That's what यहाँ पे ऊपर लिखा हुआ. Okay, cool. Now looking at these, you may be like, hey, look at this. Iodine is the only like a halogen over here. So maybe this is the answer. Don't do things like that. Look at these numbers. Numbers यहाँ दिए हुए हैं. दिया भी हुआ है. Literally सवाल में दिया कि what's the highest positive value. So the answer clearly is this right here, plus 0.8 volts, right? This is it. This should be the answer. Yeah, very, very straightforward. Lord, किस चीज का revision? You are in 11th. Okay, Piyush, this is 11th grade chapter. I think आपने कर लिया होगा. Exam in an hour. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks, Optimus. See you around. And you haven't been active on Discord much. But yeah, see you around, dude. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Astik, Tanish, this is straightforward. Answer is AG plus as well. I want to talk a little bit about this thing, but we'll do that in the next question. We'll do that in the next question. ये वाला straightforward था. Question number 3. E naught values of some redox couples are given below. On the basis of these values, choose the correct option. मजेदार चीज है. यहाँ पे you've got all positive values, interestingly. So all E naught values are positive. Just noticing a trend here. Doesn't mean anything as such. Okay. Options में Cu will reduce, Cu will reduce, Cu will reduce. If Cu is reducing something, मतलब Cu is getting oxidized. Since Cu is getting oxidized, मतलब कि आप लोग answer दो. I'm just in the spirit of solving the question, I'm solving it. If you have the answer, please put it out on the chat. Go for it. Yeah, do that. These questions have to be done this quickly. Yeah. And you know what I'm enjoying the most about this? I don't have to randomly look up and talk to the camera. That's such a artificial thing to do. I can just focus on teaching. This is great for me personally. I don't know how the experience is for you, but maybe you don't have to worry about all the theatrics. Just focus on the voice. I think it helps you as well. Okay, so copper oxidize हो रहा है, मतलब कि ये होगा एनोड पे. अगर copper एनोड पे होगा तो E naught, for E naught to be positive, this is the process to solve this question. E naught is positive. And what is E naught defined as? It is E naught reduction of the cathode minus E naught reduction of the anode, right? So what we are saying is that, okay, something minus copper needs to be positive, right? That's where we're getting at. What do you think? Is this all right? Bromine? Tanish says bromine, okay. But is it bromine or bromide? Is it one or this thing? But do you have to do all of this? देखो मैंने बहुत चीज़ें यहाँ पे लिखी हैं, but this looks like ये थोड़ा लंबा solution है, मतलब इतने सोचना बहुत time लगाना पड़ रहा है. But this question is significantly easier than all of this. You don't have to do any of this. And look at the right hand side as well. See, a lot of times you take a hammer to a question and you try and solve it, but it serves your purpose. I know exam में anxiety होती है, exam में बहुत हम लोग जल्दी चीज़ें करना चाहते हैं, but spend a little bit more time reading a question. Sometimes your life will be easier. This is one of those questions. अगर आप इसको ध्यान से पढ़ेंगे, look at the right hand side of this. Cu will reduce, ठीक है. What will reduce? Br minus. अब देखो Br minus से और कहाँ जाएगा? Where is it going to go to? Reduce it to what? This is it. इससे और lower oxidation state bromine का है नहीं, right? Okay. You know that bromide or say bromine has oxidation states of -1, 0, then I think it has +3, +5, +7. I'm not sure if it has a +1 state or not. I think it has a +1 as well. We'll look it up on JEE. I think it has a +1 state as well. खैर, इससे नेगेटिव और जा ही नहीं सकता है, तो रिड्यूस क्या करेगा? सिमिलरली सिल्वर it's at 0, it's already at 0, और कहाँ जाएगा? It cannot go any lower. Iodide also -1 cannot go lower. Hence the answer must be 4. This is a 15-second question that you should be picking, as Tanish says, bromine, right? Astik, be careful. I understood what happened here. Now this is the quick way of doing it. If you want to spend some time and recheck this, अरे ये doubt हो रहा है, ये सही है कि नहीं है, Let's see, okay, which means that I have to make this value negative. Cu plus to Cu इसको negative करना है. क्यों? क्योंकि Cu reduce कर रहा है तो मतलब Cu खुद oxidize होगा. Hence उसका value ही हो जाएगी. There's one way to do it. Other way is to do it the cathode anode way, which you are already comfortable with. ठीक है, इसको negative कर दिया. And plus what? Plus this value 1.9 as is. This gives me a positive E naught. But if I do any of these other things, अगर मैं इनमें से कोई भी और चीज करता हूं, इनमें से मतलब कि look at options 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, I have negative 0.34 for the copper couple. Top right corner पे लिख रहा हूं if you're that's not evident right away. इसका ये है, see this is getting, sorry उसका उल्टा है ना, this is getting oxidized. Okay, so Cu2 plus. For this the E naught value is negative 34.34. Now बाकी सबका even from this number way, all of these values will reduce. मतलब कहाँ करेगा ये? This doesn't make sense, right? Br minus को reduce करेगा to what? I don't have any, there's no math value, there are no values for me to plug in as well. So this is where you're going to get stuck saying, hey, how do I do it with the math? What does bromide get reduced to? And then you realize there's nothing for bromide to get reduced to. So the answer is straightforward, it's easy. Please don't get stuck in this sort of a question. Yeah, this is one of those questions to trip you up, but if you look at it from a bird's eye point of view, ये काफी straightforward question भी है. I spent a lot of time on this question. You don't have to, right? This is a 15-second question, but I thought it's good to analyze what's happening over here. अगले सवाल पे चला जाए. Question number 4. Using the standard electrode potential, find out the pair between which redox reaction is not feasible. This is one of those things, right? Not feasible. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, not feasible. ठीक है. So you will notice that on the left hand side, 3 of these have the oxidized, the higher oxidation state, right? Let me write that down. It has a higher oxidation state, so to speak. Fe3 plus, Ag plus and Fe3 plus, because Fe3 plus goes to Fe2 plus. Matlab, okay, in this case, all of these are at the cathode in the first case, yeah? ये सब cathode पे हैं. And then these 3 have to be on the anode. Okay, cool. Anode matlab they must get oxidized. Okay, matlab we have to subtract this, right? Is इन तीनों का हमको sign बदलना है. We have to, what do you call it? Reverse the reactions. Yeah, reverse all of these reactions, which is this reaction, copper वाला जो मैंने अभी highlight किया है, और iodide वाला reaction. इन दोनों को हमको reverse करना है. अगर reverse करेंगे तो sign negative हो जाएगा. Are you following what I'm saying? Right? I understand that this is a revision sort of a course where I'm, just solving questions, but you have to know the theory inside out to be able to do this. Yeah. What I'm doing quickly over here is just कि E naught value यहाँ पे होनी चाहिए overall will be just simply same चीज़ है, nothing new. Cathode minus anode. ठीक है. और अगर हम लोग couple इन दोनों के बीच में कर रहे हैं, then all of these are at the cathode because ये reduce हो रहे हैं. So Fe3 plus is going to be 0.77, Ag plus is going to be 0.8, Fe3 plus again is going to be 0.77. I'm going slow on this one, but the answer again, the way to solve this question, I'll tell you very quickly how to do that right away. Yeah, वो मैं बाद में बताऊंगा. but पहले यहाँ पे हो क्या रहा है, if this you're very new to this, then I'm just doing that. Minus anode क्या है? Iodide का anode will be just 0.54. This looks like it's a positive value, so no tension there. Iodide and दूसरा copper था, right? दूसरा से दोनों में copper था, तो 0.34, no negative, 0.34. Cool, all of these are positive. So the answer must be 4. This is the long way of doing it. What's the short way of doing this? The short way of doing this is look at this यार. एक जगह Ag plus है, एक जगह copper है, एक यहाँ पे Ag और Fe3 plus है. You notice that this trend is opposite of this, which means कि I would have to put this one at the anode and this at the cathode. The moment I do that, यहाँ पे कुछ अजीब लग रहा है मुझे, and my first 15 seconds will be spent on just reading this question and then figuring out कि अच्छा इन दोनों में फर्क है. This was the difference. So I'm going to now just as a hunch इसको पहले calculate कर लेंगे. ठीक है, just as a hunch, and that works out really well actually. So you do just 0.77 minus 0.8, and this is a negative value. This is negative 0.03, and hence that's not going to work. Yeah, this reaction is not feasible. So exemplar के questions are slightly more tricky than the regular NCERT ones, as you can see, but they're also not that difficult. Yeah, अगर आप उसमें 15-20 सेकंड लगाओगे, you'll be good. Yeah, was this okay? Any questions? Any doubts so far? I want to mention something important over here, right? A little bit of a theory insight. and I'm aligning this with question 4 itself. हम लोग पढ़ते हैं थियोरी में हम लोग पढ़ते हैं कि E naught is given to be 0 for a H plus H couple, H plus slash H couple. ये जो आप टेक्स्ट देख रहे हैं आपके स्क्रीन पे, this is from page 168 from the 5th edition of JEE, and I thought this is an important, interesting thing to note. But hydrogen हम लोग उसको arbitrarily 0 तो वैल्यू दे देते हैं, but that's actually a reducing agent. I mean, if you've studied metallurgy, I know metallurgy अभी syllabus में नहीं है आपके, but if you've studied it, if you generally have an idea, hydrogen is used as a reducing agent. Yeah. So what gives? What is that value जहाँ पे things are equally oxidizing or equally reducing? Because hydrogen is not it. Yeah. Interestingly, if you go and ask ChatGPT, hey, what is the value at which things are equally reducing and equally oxidizing? It'll give you the answer as 0. I'm like, no, it's not. You know, I bugged it quite a bit actually. Then this is ChatGPT 4.0. I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. It's a reducing agent. I just kept going in a loop because I read this in JEE and I wanted to just see what the bot says. So what they're saying is that from experience, around this 0.8 volts, which is actually the silver couple, yeah, it's neither an oxidizing agent nor is it a reducing agent. Okay? And they've given a lot of theory around it, right? They're saying points इसके आसपास ये है, 1 के आसपास ये होता है. So JEE is a very interesting book, but I wouldn't recommend reading it for a test per se. मजे के लिए पढ़ो, and it'll help you in JEE Advanced for sure because it has random things like this that you will either know or you will not know. There's no way, it's very hard to find this information on the internet, but it's there in the book, so it's a very beautiful book. So anyway, I'm going to move on to the next question from here, but I just thought this is an interesting thing for us to note. Question number 5. Thiosulfate reacts differently with iodine and bromine in the reactions given below. This one is a fun question. This is an interesting question. So thiosulfate है S2O32 minus और वहाँ पे दो चीज़ें हो रही हैं. एक, it's giving you S4O62 minus. What is it called? किसी को मालूम है क्या? What is this called? इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Let me know in the comments what this is called. And दूसरी चीज़ S2O32 minus is becoming sulfate. Okay, cool. And it's saying which of these statements justifies this duality or this dual behavior of thioxidant and iodine. I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to say that that's it. This is a badly framed question, and that's good for us, right? Because we are doing test taking right now. This is a badly framed question because either 1 or 2 is correct. You see that, right? You see that right now? Tetrathionate. Thank you, Tanish. This is tetrathionate. All right. So, because it's a badly framed question, you know right away that the answer is either 1 or 2. You don't have to worry about 3 or 4, right? You see that, right? ये MCQ है, एक correct answer है. I'm telling you, I'm going to giving you shameless tips on how to game the exam. If they give you bad questions, good for you, right? So, just focus on these two. We'll look at the others as well if you want to in the discussion. Just focus on these two. Bromine is a stronger oxidant than iodine. Okay. Or bromine is weaker oxidant than iodine. How do we see what is strong or weak? देखो, इधर what is the oxidation state of sulfur here and what is the oxidation state of sulfur here? यहाँ तो +6 है, you probably know this already. How do I do this? Because I have solved a lot of questions, man. मुझे बस याद हो गया है, but you can do this very quickly as well. This is easy to 4 into -2 is equal to -2. Using this whole thing, right? That charge of ion should be equal to oxidation number ka sum and all of that. So S equal to +6 from this. So this is good. This is done. What about this? It's lower than 6 or is it higher than 6? Less than 6? I mean greater than 6 or less than 6? Why I'm asking this question is that if the value is less than 6, that means that bromine is a stronger oxidizing agent. Even if you don't know this from theory. If you know from theory, you know that boss, bromine is a stronger oxidizing agent. There's no doubt there, right? If you have seen that, I'll show you this from the table from NCERT as well. But you know that the answer is 1. But if you don't remember it, we can do it from this process as well, right? Sulfate mein, thiosulfate mein, what is the oxidation state? You got 2S plus -2 into 3 into -2. Since we are following that, let's follow the one principle, right? ये S2O32 minus मतलब thiosulfate का हम लोग निकाल रहे हैं. क्या होगा? Oxidation state of sulfur. तो S is equal to 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 by 2. मतलब कि +2 है यहाँ पे. ठीक है. So these are +2, +2. It's going from +2 to +6, which is quite a lot. This is going to what? +3? What is this? ये क्या है? You want to do that quickly? Can you tell me in the chat what is this going to be while I'm solving this? Or pause the video and figure out it well if you're watching it later. Minus, this is going to be 6 into minus 2 is equal to still minus 2. अच्छा ठीक है, तो 4s is equal to 10, s is equal to 2.5. Alright, so not 3, it's 2.5. 2.5. Okay, so oxidation state बदल रहा है कम, so I can take an educated guess and say कि hey, you know what? Probably bromine is a stronger oxidizing agent, and I'm good with that educated guess. Yeah, 2.5 exactly. First file में, yeah, Tanish and Astik, thank you for the live chat interaction. You guys are absolutely right. If you want to quickly doing this in the long term, right? But अगर miss out हो गया है तो तब भी हम लोग figure out कर सकते हैं. We can look at the other two options before we do that as well quickly. Thiosulfate undergoes oxidation by bromine and reduction by iodine in these reactions. Thiosulfate undergoes oxidation by bromine. No, it also undergoes oxidation by iodine, right? So it's not reduction. That's why this one's wrong. Bromine undergoes oxidation and iodine undergoes. No, this is bromine underscore. No, both of these undergo reduction, right? अगर ये oxidizing agent है, then खुद reduce हो जाएगा. Yeah, bromide बन रहा है इधर, iodide बन रहा है. So that's why these two are wrong. But hey, as I told you, you gotta be smart about this. It's a badly framed question. Eliminate options. Go ahead. And I don't mean this as a negative thing towards NCERT. It's just an observation. Whatever it is, you know. ये है तो है. If this comes in a test, be brutal about it, right? I'm telling you, these sessions are primarily focused towards test taking. If you want to learn concepts, do that. I've got a lot of sessions around that as well. You can check that out in the bento links that are in the description. Okay, quickly, let me share my screen and put this on. You can see my screen now. Can you see the NCERT textbook? Yeah, you should be able to see that right about now. Now, from this, I can clearly see that look at where bromine is in this table, right? 1.09. Oops, that was not a very smooth box, smoother box here. And iodine is lower than that, a lower positive value. So this is a better oxidizing agent. You can already see that, yeah, better oxidizing agent from numbers. That's the only way to tell, okay? If anybody tells you, yeah, this can be this or that, no, it's just this. E0 values are what give you the answer. If you are in 11th grade right now, you're like, boss, E0 hota kya hai? Hold on till 12th, we'll do this in detail. If you're already finished 12th, then you understand what this is. Yeah, but this is a weird thing for redox reactions to do in 11th is just talk about E0 and they put it here, but theek hai, un logon ne dala hai to dala hai. This is slightly hard for 11th graders, I understand that, but this is how you do it. Yeah, you look at data and you figure this out. All right, I'm going to go back and we're going to move on to the next question. Bromine for a reason. All right, that was the 5th question for us. This is also the 5th question. All right, question number 6. The oxidation number of an element is a compound is evaluated on the basis of certain rules. This one's easy. Which of the following is not correct in this respect? Oxidation number of hydrogen is always 1. Algebraic sum of oxidation numbers is 0. An element in the free or uncombined state bears oxidation number of 0. In all its compounds, oxidation of fluorine is -1. I think this one's the easiest. ये तो सही है, hence that's the answer. No, read the question carefully. Not correct बोल रहा है. Please, I've seen students do this. Yeah, hence this is not the answer. Element in the free or uncombined state. Yeah, sure. Statement सही है, hence not the answer. ये भी सही है, hence not the answer. So answer must be 1 from elimination. Also, I have seen people say कि hey, ये भी सही है. Initially, in fact, मैं भी बड़ा बोला हाँ, this is great, it works, but not really, right? What about hydrides? Hydrides में hydrogen is -1. Yeah. So when hydrogen combines with, well, metals, it takes oxidation state of -1. So there you go. Yeah, it's not always +1. And in fact, if you have H2, it's 0. I don't think they're talking about this so far, yeah, because combined state, uncombined state, इतना अंग्रेजी उन्होंने लिखा नहीं है. I think they're talking about the hydride bit. But either way, the answer for this is 1. Yeah, you're right, Astik. Absolutely, absolutely. अगला सवाल. Question number 7. In which of the following compounds an element exhibits 2 different oxidation states? Now this one, I won't even spend 5 seconds on this. I'm just going to mark 2 and move on because for some reason nitrogen को 2 बार लिखा गया है. अगर nitrogen को 2 बार लिखा गया है तो मतलब उसके अलग-अलग oxidation states होंगे. If this is a very, very crude guess, it still works. Yeah, whatever works. But we can go in detail and analyze this. Yeah. N3H is complicated. Yeah. It is. And N2H4 is not that complicated, but still complicated. If you go into drawing the structure for these things, life becomes a little bit hard. Yeah. Because you're like, wait a minute, what is N3H? N3 minus, is it an azide? And you get lost in that. So please don't do that. Yeah. This is one of those questions where you look at the options, your eye you lock into one, figure it out, and if it works, that's the answer. This is one of those questions. So we can do that process. NH4 plus mein, this is NH4 plus and NO3 minus. Yeah, that's all you've got to look at. So clearly this is at a plus 5, this is at a negative 4. Nah, it's negative 3, can't be negative 4. Please don't write that. I know no one's asking us, but please, just because 4 hai to mat karo. Well, n plus 4 equal to plus 1. So n is equal to negative 3. That's all, that's all. Similarly, n plus 3 into minus 2 equal to minus 1 here. So then n becomes plus 5. That's it. 2 is the answer. Question number 8. Yeah, Tanish, absolutely right. Astik, yes. Question number 8. Which of the following arrangements represents increasing oxidation number of the central atom? मजेदार सवाल है, 4 अलग-अलग करना पड़ेगा. So this question may seem difficult to you while you're doing redox reaction अगर आप 11th में हो, but if you finish 12th, you'll be like, this is a very straightforward question, because if you finish 12th, you'll be very confident of 2 things. One, ki boss, MnO4 is plus 7, and also CrO4 2 minus is plus 6, because you would have done so many questions from DNF block and redox and all that, you will know this. And hence 7 usually is the highest number, so answer is hence 1, because this should be at the top and it's not. That's it. So if you finish 12th, this is an easy question. If you have not finished 12th, you'll be like, bro, yahan kya ho raha hai, right? Thoda effort lagega. So either way, we can still figure out the rest. Or if you find this to be confusing, we can also write that down. It's just Mn plus 4 into minus 2 equal to minus 1. So Mn is plus 7. That's it. Just do that. Not complicated at all. As you can see, minus 8 again, but equal to minus 2. Hence, Cr equal to plus 6. ClO3 is, yeah, doable. No big deal. Yeah, 3 into minus 2 equal to minus 1 plus 5. And CrO2 minus. Looks scary, but it's just plus 3. Because I'm using a cheat code in my head. I know that chromium is most likely going to show a plus 3 or a plus 6 state. So I'm just, in my head, it's just, it's plus 3. And then you can cross check it quickly as well. So that's the answer to this, right? Yeah. Sure, Piyush. Regular sessions unlikely, Piyush, because, well, I have a full-time job right now. So I don't know what you mean by regular sessions, but if you want something specific, ping me on Discord. I'll see what's possible. But frequency of sessions, I don't know if I can do more than 1 a week. Maybe maximum 2. So yeah, if that helps. All right, answer to this one's the first one, clearly. अगले सवाल पे चलते हैं. Yeah, no doubts, right? This chill. Question number 9. The largest oxidation number exhibited by an element depends on its outer electronic configuration. With which of the following outer electronic configurations the element will exhibit largest oxidation number? Okay. Give some definition. बस ये पूछ रहा है कि कौन सा सबसे ज़्यादा oxidation number होगा? Well, there are a lot of d block elements. So let's remove all electrons. Let's just try removing all electrons. I think if you do that, you'll be able to get to this answer. And again, this may seem tricky if you're 11th. If you're on 12th, you'll be like, hey, boss, this is it. D is the answer. It's plus 7, which is manganese. Right? That's it. That's it. That's it. What is this? This is chromium, right? The, whatchamacallit, there is that exchange energy जिसकी वजह से chromium का जो है electronic configuration is different from the others. 3d5 4s1, 3d10 4s1, like that of copper, right? So that's chromium right there. Chromium, right? Cr, chromium, yeah. Manganese, yeah, absolutely. Astik and Tanish. 3d3 4s2. Wait a minute. This is also going to 5? Well, it could, but it probably shows multiple oxidation state, plus 2 and all of this. What is 3d3 4s2? किसी को मालूम है क्या? 3d1 4s2. That's just scandium. Now, this one's interesting. Scandium is interesting. Scandium is interesting. We're not talking about that here, but it only shows a plus 3, does not show a plus 2 oxidation state. अगर ये scandium है तो what is 3d3 scandium, vanadium, titanium? I think that's vanadium. I think 2 is vanadium. I think so, right? You can help me with this. Scandium, titanium, vanadium. The way I remember the order is S, T, and V. It's alphabetical order. Yes, that's how I do 1, 2, 3. After that, 4, 5, 6 are easy, but 1, 2, 3 I always get confused. कौन सा कहाँ पे आता है? So the answer to this one obviously is 4. 3? Chromium? Oh, hold on. Astik thinks it's 3. Astik, ये तो 6 हुआ ना? 1 plus 5 निकल के. अच्छा, you're talking about whatever. Yeah, but this shows plus 6. Yeah, manganese is plus 7. Question number 10. Let's identify disproportionation reaction कौन सा है? 4 options हैं. इसमें से which one is the disproportionation reaction? What is Disproportionation. What is disproportionation? Well, you've got a middle oxidation state, right? And that gives me, that gets oxidized and it gets reduced. So it gives me a higher oxidation state and a lower oxidation state as well. That is the definition of disproportionation. So same element gives you one higher, one lower, which means point number one, it must be able to exhibit 3 oxidation states or more. ये सब theory है, but थोड़ा revise कर लेते हैं. अब चलो देखते हैं यहाँ पे क्या है. I've got oxygen which is interestingly becoming CO2 stays as is and ये कम हो जाता है. Okay, let's see. This is -2 and this is going to Z. This is still -2. Wait, hold on. No, nothing's happening here. What? This is not. Is this a redox reaction? Huh. Strange. This is +4. This is not even a redox reaction, is it? This is just a combustion reaction. Man, that's an imposter right there. Nothing's happening here. No, hold on. This is redox because यहाँ 0 है और ये -2 है. What is happening? And what is this? Huh. Hey, tell me this. If this is getting reduced, what is getting oxidized? क्या चीज़ oxidize हो रही है? Is it carbon? Is it hydrogen? Something else? Think about it. But this is definitely not disproportionation because you don't see more than one oxidation state going for this, right? All right. So this is going basically from a -4 to a +4. Okay, so that's what's getting oxidized. If that's weirding you out, you're like, what's happening here? Khair, more on, if you want to check out that ये क्या हुआ, how did I get carbon oxidation state, check out my sessions. Yeah, electronegativity difference हम लोग decide करते हैं कि each bond का क्या होगा. I can just quickly write that down if you want. CH4 मतलब कि they're all, this is more electropositive, this is more electronegative, so all of them will have a contribution of +1 to all of them, which means on this side will be a -1, -1, -1, -1. So this has -4 in totality, and carbon and oxygen के बीच में carbon is less electronegative, so it has a +4. That was a bit of a side thingy. We digressed a little bit. Let's get back on track. I think अभी तक आंसर बता दिया आप लोगों ने. Yeah, thumbnail made by Tanish. Yeah, thumbs up to Tanish for that thumbnail. SSS, thanks for the appreciation. दूसरा वाला CH4 + 4Cl2, again this is just a redox reaction as well, nothing fancy happening here. ये वाला लगता है कि हो सकता है disproportionation. Be careful about this, but this is more obviously disproportionation because this is +5. I'm doing it quickly because it's in my head. If you want, take some time to figure out oxidation state यहाँ पे क्या होगा. And this must be what, +3, so then this is +2, right? Because you've got N plus, this is +4 actually, hold on, yeah, not +2, that doesn't make sense. This is +4, yeah, middle oxidation state, one higher, one lower. If you're not sure about this, we can write that down. N plus -4 equal to -1, so N equal to +3. Okay, cool. 4 is the answer. Why is 3 not the answer? Fluorine is going from 0 to, well, -1, and fluorine is not going to have a +1, although this OF2 may weird you out. You're like, what is OF2, bro? Well, oxygen gets a +2 state, okay? So that's O plus F into -1. Let's say like 2 into -1 is equal to 0. So yeah, oxygen gets a +2. It's one of those weird things that happens, right? So oxygen is going from what? It's going from -1 to +2, which is pretty awesome. -1 to +2, and fluorine is going from 0 to -1. So 4 is the answer to this question. Yes, absolutely right, Astik. Bilkul sahi. Question number 11. Which of the following elements does not show disproportionation tendency? Let me know. What do you think? Are we going too quickly or is this too slow? It's chill, right? I mean, I don't think it's a quick or slow. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you need me to slow down, you need to speed it up, whatever you guys think. Yeah, I'm here. Hey, I've got 2 chat windows open. What's happening? Why do I have 2 chat windows open? Never mind. Okay, Astik, Arsik, Tanish, and another dude with a horse photo whose name I can't read is also saying F. I think you're all absolutely right. For the same reason as the last question, right? Chlorine has multiple oxidation states. It goes all the way from -1 +7, +5, etc. बहुत होते हैं, +1, +3. Bromine as well, iodine as well, all of them. Some of them don't show +1, but उसको पढ़ने के लिए तुम लोग JDE पढ़ लेना कि why some things show +1, some things don't show +1. But this obviously shows only -1. It shows +1 like momentarily. If you see JDE, it'll tell you that कुछ समय के लिए it forms HOF and then that dissociates and all of that. So it does that. It's there momentarily. So at our level, it does not. Yeah, 3 is the answer to this question. All right. Sahi speed hai? All right. Hey, Hare Krishna, Rishabh. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, with that, we've finished the first set of questions. Now we're going to start with type 2, which means more than one correct. That is what this means. Which of the following questions, 2 or more options may be correct? Okay. Not necessarily, but हो सकता है कि हो 2 या उससे ज़्यादा. Which of these statements are not true about the decomposition reaction? Decomposition reaction, अच्छा. ClO3 is giving you Cl and O2, अच्छा. This is interesting. Potassium is undergoing oxidation. Not really. Where is potassium going to go to? Oh, not true. Oh, okay, not true. ये सही है. Okay, awesome. Chlorine is undergoing oxidation. Chlorine is undergoing oxidation. ये तो समझना पड़ेगा. देखते हैं. आप लोग बताइए. I'll start working this out. This, there is no shortcut. We're going to have to go through the motions. को properly करना पड़ेगा. This is +5 and this is going to -1. तो ये भी गलत है. Oxygen is reduced. है? Oxygen reduced. Let's see. Here it's -2. Here it is 0. It's getting oxidized. ये भी सही है फिर. Remember, we have to figure out the statements that are not true. तो तीनों not true हैं so far. None of the species are undergoing. ये भी भाई गलत है. A, B, C, D, all of them are सही, right? Yeah, Rishabh, I tried 4K. It wouldn't let me stream in 4K. क्या करें? Yeah. What's the answer to this? Now, this is one of those places, and this I'm putting this in the recorded version as well. जहाँ पे NCERT का जो key है, that is incorrect. Yeah, I'm very sure of this. You can also check this. ये चारों सही है मेरे हिसाब से. NCERT says otherwise, but it's okay. I think everybody can make mistakes. Not a big deal. But just thought I should point it out to you. कहाँ है key? एक मिनट मुझे निकालने दीजिए. Let me add the key to this. I have it open. It's also in the description if you want to check it out. But I'm going to quickly show you. You can do this later on as well. Hold on. Control X. Paste it here in this window so you can see this now. Yeah, it should be visible right about now. It's not? No, it's not. You got this Bing page with a lot of random things. Yeah. All right. So you see the answer for this one is 1 and 4, which is not true. Yeah, because we just figured out कि सारे सही हैं. So whatever, you know, it's okay. People make mistakes. We know which one's correct. Interesting, Rishabh. Thanks for the inputs. +16 मिलने चाहिए. Yeah, Tanish, wouldn't that be fun? All right, question number 13. Identify the correct statement in relation to the following reaction. Zinc HCl. Oh, this is one of those famous tests जो आप लोग time immemorial से कम करते आ रहे हो, right? A test for क्या बोलता था? किस चीज़ का टेस्ट था? हाँ, कि ये जिंक की रिएक्टिविटी का and all of that, एसिड के साथ रिएक्ट करता है, बेस के साथ रिएक्ट करता है. This reaction you'll see a lot of times. Zinc is acting as an oxidant. मतलब it is getting reduced. No boss, it is not. Zinc is getting oxidized. It's going from 0 to +2. Chlorine is acting as the reductant. अब ये यार ना पढ़ने में थोड़ा, I don't know how you feel about this. When I read this, like, man, I'm going to have to spend some effort on this. And that's all right. You have to realize that you have to spend some effort. That's a good thing to realize. Acting as a reductant. मतलब it's getting reduced. See, for me personally, and this is how I look at it, maybe you have a different way of doing it, जैसा आपको ठीक लगे. Let's focus on what the process, the species, what is happening to the species. Like chlorine के साथ क्या हो रहा है? Acting as a reductant मतलब किसी और को reduce कर रहा है, खुद तो oxidize हो रहा है ना. So is chlorine getting oxidized? Getting oxidized. Is it? No, it's not. Nothing is happening to it. Spoiler alert, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. It was -1 था, -1 हो रहा है. ठीक है. Hydrogen ion is acting as an oxidant. That's interesting. मतलब it is getting reduced, right? I spent some time on explaining the last one. I think this is obvious. It's getting reduced, right? ये +1 से 0 हो रहा है. This one is true. Chat क्या बोल रही है? What's the chat saying here? Zinc is acting as a reductant. Matlab it's getting oxidized. This one's definitely true. It's getting oxidized. So this is a process to solve a question like this. When you talk about something being oxidizing reducing agent, focus on उस species पे क्या हो रहा है. Yeah, write that down, or if you अगर मन में कर सकते हो तो बहुत अच्छा है, नहीं फिर एक दो बार लिख लो, चिल है. 3 and 4 is the right answer to this question. All right, fantastic. Question 14. The exhibition of various oxidation states by an element is also related to the बहुत लंबा सवाल हो गया. Also related to the outer orbital electronic configuration. ठीक है, cool, of the atom. Atoms having which of the following outermost electronic configuration? अच्छा यार, focus है इस सवाल का क्या? More than one oxidation state किसका होगा? अब this is a slightly tricky question because it's more than one correct. 3s1 तो हटा दो, एक ही दिखाएगा. What is 3s1 anyway? You've got hydrogen, you've got lithium, you've got sodium. So 3s1 must be sodium, right? Periodic table से देख के अगर दिमाग में है तो whatever. But 3s1. But so you'll be tempted to mark all three of these as the answer. I would too, right? But be careful about this. This is one of those weird things जिसकी वजह से scandium, the first one, it only shows a +3, not really +2. Right? ये knowledge वाली बात है more than logic, right? Because from logic you would say कि यार 4s2 निकल जाएगा तो 2 दिखाएगा, 4s2 और 3d1 निकलेगा तो 3 दिखाएगा, but that could get you stuck, right? Titanium also shows 3d2 4s2, titanium 3s2 3p3. एक मिनट, ये लास्ट वाला क्या है? Let's look at this. Let's see. तीसरा वाला 3d2 4s2 is all right, right? Titanium can show more than one oxidation state, +3 +4 whatever, +2 भी दिखाता है. So this is all right. 3 is okay. And you'll be more comfortable with this once you've done D block. अगर आपने अभी D block नहीं किया है, if you're in 11th and this seems like यार ये क्या हो रहा है, you'll see D block में है ये. Well, last one, what is this? Why did I confidently say कि 4 भी सही होगा? Because this is phosphorus, 3s2 3p3. Okay, and phosphorus forms a lot of oxo acids. And again, you'll be like, bro, what is an oxo acid now? Well, you'll learn this in P block in a deleted syllabus of NEET and JEE main prep. Like, no, that's deleted. I know, phosphorus shows many oxidation states. Okay, take it as a statement of fact, or even look it up. Yeah, PCl3 hai, PCl5 hai, for example. Here itself you see +3 and +5, and it shows multiple other states. You got H3PO4, then you got H3PO3, then you got H3PO2, I want to say. I think I'm messing up the names, but hey, I think H3PO2 bhi hai. Yeah, you can make the structures. I won't overwhelm you with this, but the way to figure out the oxidation state of phosphorus and all of this is by drawing the structures. ठीक है? And structures में कुछ में single bond होंगे, कुछ में double bond होंगे, और OH जितने होंगे, that will give you the acidity. I'm going over and beyond what I should be in this explanation, but check out my sessions in detail if you want, जो मैंने P block के किए हैं, as well as the redox ones as well. उसमें थोड़ा बहुत इसमें और detail में है. The answer to this is 3 and 4, and not 2. 2 not being the answer is from theory. This is a slightly difficult question. Yeah. So exemplar के questions are going to give you a good practice for both JEE Main and NEET. Yeah, that's the point of this. Look at that. Question number 15. Very linked in a way to question number 14 if you want to check that out, in terms of phosphorus showing multiple oxidation states. But hey, identify the correct statement with reference to the given reaction. You got phosphorus P4 in its allotropic form, standard form P4, in a basic medium giving you pH3 and H3PO2 minus. ठीक है. What's happening here? So phosphorus is at 0, and oh, look at that. pH3, that's another example. यहाँ पे -3 oxidation state है. How do I know it's -3? Again, don't worry about the structure in terms of spatial arrangement. Just drawn it just to show you कि hey, hydrogen is definitely more delta positive, less electronegative than phosphorus. Hence, phosphorus gets a -1 from all three of these contributions, and hence it has a -3. So, अगर phosphorus going from 0 to -3, and यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Just do it from first principle, right? PO2, H2PO2 minus. Okay, ठीक है. So 2 into +1 plus P plus 2 into -2 equal to -1. Is that correct? Yeah, okay. So +2 minus 4 is -2. So P equal to कितना हो गया ये? Oh, so 4 and 2 minus 2 हो गया, minus 2 minus 1 मतलब plus 1. Oh, interesting. So it's plus 1 here. So this is a disproportionation reaction. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments here, or if you're watching this live, let me know that here as well. ये वाला थोड़ा effort लगाने वाला सवाल है. This is not that easy. It's a little bit time consuming to do this business, right? If you know this, great. If you don't, then it's a little time consuming. So -3 to +1, मतलब ये दोनों oxidize और reduce हो रहा है. Is undergoing reduction only is incorrect. Undergoing oxidation only is incorrect. Phosphorus is undergoing oxidation as well as reduction. ये तो सही है. Hydrogen is undergoing neither oxidation or reduction. Hydrogen. Well, if I saw an H2 either in the product or reactant, then I would say maybe this is false. But that's true. H plus था और H plus ही है. You know, H plus may not exist as, you know, let's not call it H plus. Let's just call it H with some sort of a bond where this is more electronegative than whatever else is here. This one is more electronegative, right? So this is true as well. Yeah, hydrogen का oxidation state +1 था सब जगह, and it stays to be +1 throughout, whatever species is there, right? So 3 and 4 are correct in this one as well. Yeah, good try Astik. इसमें 4 भी correct है. ठीक है? Slightly tricky question. Any doubts on this? Now this is for the live folks specifically. Any doubts on this? Please let me know. This is all right? Yeah? Rushabh, how is this for you? Have you solved these questions already? Or is this, you know, exemplary kuch thodi bahut baaki hai? So let's do that right now. Dude with the horse pick, are you still here? I don't, आपका नाम मैं नहीं पढ़ सकता because I can't read Urdu, but let me know what your name is and I can also call you out on the live session if you like. Next one, question number 16. Which of the following electrodes will act as anodes when connected to a standard hydrogen electrode? This is very doable. Yeah, process oriented, logic oriented. Act as anode. यानी कि this guy is going to be the cathode. The SHE is going to be the cathode. So E naught, which has to be positive, will be 0 minus of the anode, right? That needs to be positive, which means कि, well, this needs to be negative. That's my logic, and that's it. Don't think about this. This is it. This is, you know, nail on the head. We can cross check this एक बार, but the answer is either 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. Yeah, let's check which one. फिर से एक बार check कर लेते हैं. Act as anode मतलब कि वो हम लोग उसको here is where things get interesting. Yeah. Here is where things get interesting. अब देखो ये सब जल्दी में करने में चक्कर ये हो गया कि देखो ये सब ऑक्सीडेशन पोटेंशियल दिए हुए हैं. दिस इज कंफ्यूजिंग, राइट? दीज आर ऑक्सीडेशन पोटेंशियल्स एंड दिस वन इज अ रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल. माय गॉड, प्लीज बी केयरफुल ऑन दिस वन. यू सी दैट? डू यू सी दैट? बाप रे, पहले 3 ऑक्सीडेशन पोटेंशियल्स दिए गए हैं और लास्ट वाला रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल दिया गया है. Yeah, because see, it's going from 0 to +3, 0 to +2, 0 to +2, and here it's going from 0 to -1. Oh God. Okay, so we got to do this from first principles. Okay, so as an anode, matlab, what is an anode? Anode is where oxidation happens, right? So now what we'll do is we'll do 0, which is SHE, because it doesn't matter if it's oxidation or reduction. Either way, SHE का 0 ही होता है, ठीक है? Plus the oxidation potential of any of these. अगर इसको और इसको ऐड करें और ये पॉजिटिव हो जाए, then we are good. So now let's make them all oxidation potentials so that life is easy. तो इन तीनों का तो ऑलरेडी ऑक्सीडेशन पोटेंशियल है, लास्ट वाला रिडक्शन है. लेट्स टर्न इट अराउंड, लेट्स मेक इट, ये रिडक्शन है, ठीक है, इसको ऑक्सीडेशन पोटेंशियल कर देते हैं, मतलब बिकम -2.87. Now it looks like to me कि only 3 is going to act as the anode. Wow, what do you think? Sneaky, right? 0 plus 0.34. Now according to me is only 3. What do you think about this? Do you think this is logical या फिर ये थोड़ा अजीब लग रहा है? सोच के बताइए, ये ठीक लग रहा है कि नहीं? What do you think about this one? What about 4? Because see, the answer key gives me 1 and 2 as the answer, right? But this is the problem, right? Act as anode. Yeah? 1, 2 and 4. Dinesh saying 1, 2 and 4. और मैं बोल रहा हूं 3. इसका एग्जैक्ट ऑपोजिट मैं बोल रहा हूं. I think the problem with this question, let's do one thing, yeah, and we'll spend some time on this because, hey, this is a question from exemplar, so we need to treat it seriously. So we'll assume that everything is correct and then we'll see अगर कुछ गड़बड़ है तो हम लोग फिर analyze करेंगे. But let's see what's happening here. यहाँ reduction potential बहुत चीज़ों के दिए हुए हैं and look at this. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? नीचे देखिए. What I'm highlighting with this blue thing over here because मेरा चेहरा यहाँ पे है नहीं तो you can't see how livid I am. Al 3 plus 3 minus gives Al. यार ये तो एल्यूमिनियम का रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल हो गया, राइट? सो हाउ डेयर दे इन द एग्जाम्पलर उल्टा लिख दिया, तो डेटा गलत दिया है यार, डेटा गलत दिया है एग्जाम्पलर में. बट सी दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड कि फ्रॉम आवर लॉजिक 3 शुड बी द आंसर, राइट? बट इफ यू सी वेरी केयरफुली, वो जो 0.34 जो नंबर दिया है वो भी उल्टा दिया है. You see, I'm going to highlight that as well. ये भी reduction potential दिया है of CO2 plus 2Cu. Oh my God. Yeah. So what we have been given is the reduction potential in all cases. Let's just see. Fluorine का भी वही है, reduction potential 2.87, right? Copper का हो चुका है. Let's check Fe to Fe2 plus. Fe to Fe2 plus. वो इस table में शायद नहीं है. But let's just check एक बार. minus 0.44 है. Okay, it is there in this table. Yeah. God. So, if you go just with the numbers and ignore the first thing, जो हमको करना पड़ेगा sadly. Yeah. So this is not a good question at all. In fact, this is it's not cool. I think this needs to be revised. Yeah. From the logic that we have been given, assume that you haven't mugged the numbers. From the logic we have been given, 3 is the right answer. But what has actually been given is, let's remove all of this. इसको सबको मैं काट देता हूँ, right? Because that's what the NCERT is saying. All of these are reduction potentials. ठीक है? Don't worry about किस चीज का है, but they're all reduction potentials. Okay. Keeping the reduction potential idea in mind, जो हमारा पहला logic था, उसके हिसाब से only 1 and 2 are correct. Okay. If you are agnostic about the fact कि 1, 2 or 3 aluminium है कि Fe, I don't care. But all of these are reduction potentials that we have ascertained. हमने पक्का कर लिया कि reduction potential ही है, डेटा करके देख लिया है. अगर ये सब reduction potential है, then ये वाला जो main logic था ना, मैं कलर बदल देता हूँ ताकि क्लियर हो, येलो से लिखता हूँ यहाँ पे. See, this logic is what trumps everything else. ठीक है? कौन सा logic? ये कि 0 minus anode must be positive, मतलब कि anode must be negative for this to work. Hence the answer is 1 and 2. I'm spending a little bit of extra time on this question because for some reason exemplar ने थोड़ी गड़बड़ की है डेटा देने में. ठीक है? Cool. It's okay, तानिश. मैंने इसको पूरा डिटेल में इसको एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है. दिनेश कार्तिक, I understand आपका confusion कहाँ से आया. But that's okay. This was not a good question. But still, we have analyzed it and we have defeated the question by completely ध्यान से देख के NCERT से देख के क्या किया है. Okay, with that, type 2 questions are done. Let's move on to the matching type. Do you guys need a break or something? Are you guys chill? I know it's almost been an hour. I don't think it'll take us much longer. We don't have too many questions left. We just have like 5-6 questions. So I think 1 घंटे में खत्म हो जाएगा. 5-7 minute, maybe 10 minute tops. So yeah, we can slow it down as well if you want now. ये वाले बहुत chill questions in fact. Question 27. Very easy question. Really easy question. All we got to do is match these with the oxidation states of the central metal atom. Metal लिखा नहीं है, but they're all metals. Okay, I'm going to cheat here and I know that this is +7. I know that this is +6. We can figure out the rest. And I say that because this is the state that you as a student is also going to have at the end of 12th. By cheating, not because I have taught for 10 whatever years. मैं बता रहा हूँ कि आपको भी, this will be your state as well at the end of 12th. You'll know this. You'll like, हाँ, obviously, like manganese is +7, dichromate is +6. इन दोनों में थोड़ा देख लेंगे क्या होता है. And this looks like it's +3. You can correct me if you think something कुछ अलग है. ये वाला भी +5 ही लग रहा है, but एक बार check कर लेते हैं, right? Because VO3 minus same as ClO3 minus, just replace V with X or something, right? And you've done that multiple times, but we'll do it. एक बार फिर से करते हैं. 3 into -2 equal to -1, so V is equal to +5. All right. So 4 goes with A, I want to say. 3 goes with C. 2 goes with E and 1 goes with D. A, B, C, D, E. So looks like this does not go to anybody. This correct? Yeah, 1D, 2E, 3C, 4A. Yeah, easy, really easy question. D, E, C, A. Yeah, absolutely. Let's move on. Question 28. Similar matching thingies, but now we've got some statements over here which we need to match with the oxidation numbers. Oh, this is funny. Ions having negative charge are anions? No way. Really? My God. Okay. And wow, you've got cations as well. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Sum of oxidation numbers of all atoms in neutral molecule. Yeah, this is obviously 0. Cool. So I'm going to mark a D over here, and 1 is going to be E, and 5 is going to be F. What about these middle two things? Oxidation number of hydrogen. Yeah. I feel like maybe we should not do match the columns, but okay. In the spirit of completion, we are doing it. Oxidation number of fluorine NAF, -1. All right, cool. This is it. This is like a, yeah, filler question. Assertion reason, last के 4-5 सवाल. Question 29. Usual deal. दोनों सही है, करेक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन है, दोनों सही है, करेक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं है, एक सही है, कौन सा सही है, फिगर आउट कर लेना है. बट बी केयरफुल, हाँ, इन द एग्जाम दैट यू आर गोइंग टू गिव, प्लीज रीड दी स्टेटमेंट्स. कभी कभी असर्शन रीजन अलग टाइप के भी देते हैं कि दोनों फॉल्स हैं, दैट कुड ऑल्सो बी वन ऑफ द असर्शन रीजन क्वेश्चंस. सो प्लीज रीड द ऑप्शंस केयरफुली. या ऑल्दो इन एनसीईआरटी सब सेम ही चीज़ें दी हैं सब में. Among halogens, fluorine is the best oxidant, the best, absolute best. How do we know this? 2.87, right? It really likes being reduced. F2 to F minus, E naught value of F2 to F minus is this. We just saw this on the NCERT book. If you've checked out the earlier questions. If you haven't, open up NCERT, you need to see this. Fluorine is the most selective negative atom. Okay, so what? Both are sahi, but I don't think it has anything to do with one or the other. Right? Well, I can say that chlorine has the highest electronic enthalpy. Okay, cool. But that has nothing to do with oxidation and reduction. They're two different things. So, yeah, they're both correct, but there's no correlation between either of these. Yeah, Atul, thanks for the answer. Absolutely. Question 30. इस सवाल में पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट, पोटेशियम आयोडाइड के बीच में जो रिएक्शन होता है, permanganate ion act as an oxidizing. What, really? Yeah, of course they do. What else would permanganate ions do? You got MnO4 minus, and depending on what your medium is, you get either Mn2 plus or MnO2 or MnO4 2 minus. This is for acidic. This is for basic. This is for mildly basic. This is for strongly alkaline. Well, why do I know this? Because मैंने D block पढ़ा है और आप once you read it, you'll also be like, हाँ, this is chill. This is the deal, right? A is correct. B is shady. Oxidation state of minus to plus. No, it's the other way around. It goes from +7 to +2 or +4. It depends. Like, could go to something, but second statement is wrong on multiple levels, right? +2 to +7. No, obviously it's +7 to +2. But +7 to +2 also need not always be the case, right? I'll show you an example. This is clearly A is true, but R is false. I want to quickly share my screen and go back to NCERT this time around. And I'm going to show you an example where Control F, MnO2, just typing it out. Should find it. MnO2, बहुत जगह है MnO2. But the one that I want, where is that? Look at this. Question 30, as I pointed out. Read this. Solved example, guys. Basic medium में दिया है कि MnO2 iodide के साथ ये देता है, permanganate iodide के साथ देता है MnO2 basic medium में, right? So unless the medium is specified, you can't be sure. This is one of those googly kind of questions. In 11th grade, it feels like bhai. In 12th, you're like, that's okay. Yeah, this is not that big a deal. But 11th, this may be an uphill question. All right, is that it? One more question. Two more questions. Question 31. Decomposition of hydrogen peroxide to form water and oxygen is an example of disproportionation reaction. Let's see, we'll see. And पहले इसको देख लेते हैं ना, this bugging me. Let's see. H2O2, H2O and O2 this is at -1, -2 and 0. So you've got a middle oxidation state and you've got a lower and a higher oxidation state as well. So yay, this works. This is disproportionation. Great. Oxidation. Oh, great. I swear, I'm not cheating you guys on this. I didn't read the second statement, but happens to be what we're looking for. Yeah. Peroxide में -1 है and converter 0 in O2 and oh, great, awesome. It's so nice to get both correct and the correct explanation as well. That happens quite rarely. Question 32, the last question that we're going to solve on this topic right now. Redox couple is the combination of oxidized and reduced form of a substance involved in oxidation state. What? This seems right. In the representation of something and something, the redox couples. Yeah, I mean, I think both are correct. What do you think? मुझे दोनों सही लग रहे हैं. Redox couple is a combination of oxidized and reduced form of a substance. Oxidized and reduced form. So this is oxidized, this is a reduced form. Similarly, this is oxidized and this is a reduced form. Involved in oxidation or reduction half cell. Yeah, absolutely half cell, half cell. Yeah, I feel that this is 1. And this is one of those weird things, right? On 1, right? मुझे भी ये 1 लग रहा है. But in NCERT, they've given the answer to be 2. And I can't for the love of God understand why. If you know why that is, please comment में डाल के मुझे बताइए. Because I'm going to leave this as a recorded video as well, a very short recorded video. But I feel that 1 should be the answer of this. Alright, that's it. We are at the end of this session. Unless you guys wanted me to do something else. What's on your mind? Do you want me? There are a lot of short answer and long answer questions as well, which I feel that you should spend some effort on anyway. मैं यहाँ पे कर नहीं रहा हूँ इसको as such, right? Because I haven't been solving subjective questions ever. But there are solutions to it as well. If you have any doubts on them, you know where to find me on Discord. And you can just check like, hey, मुझे ये वाला समझ में नहीं आया. But I feel it's very, very important that you do all of these things. Is there a balancing thing at all? यहाँ पे balancing है ही नहीं इसमें. हाँ देखो, 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 देखो. Balancing के इतने ढेर सारी चीजें हैं. Look at that. 4 of them. And are any of these disproportionation reactions by any chance? Whoa. No, it doesn't look like disproportionation. What about this? Peroxide, the chloride ion, oxygen gas. No. Actually, it doesn't matter. Huh? By the way, you do ion electron low, oxidation number low. तुमको जैसा तक करना है तुम लोग करो. Theoretical exams के लिए it may matter, but for objective exams it doesn't matter what process you take. जो भी तुमको ठीक लगे. None of these seem to be disproportionation reaction. But if you're looking for that, that's also there in my theory. This was a slightly लंबा वाली चीज और assertion के बाद long answer वाले में कुछ है interesting. Strength. Nah, it's all chill. You should do them though. You should definitely do them. Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for your time. That's all I have for you. Yeah, exactly. Astik, I feel what you're saying as well. मुझे भी वही लगता है कि वही answer होना चाहिए. So yeah, look at that. We finished this in an hour's time. Maybe if the chapter is longer, we may take a longer duration to solve these things. So what I'm going to do post this is I'm going to upload these questions separately as recorded questions as well, so that if anybody wants to see just question number 10 or 11, they can find that. Let me know if that helps. And most likely I'll be able to do just one such live session in a week. Most likely, yeah. I mean, I'm going to try and build a habit of that, and then we'll see if it's ज़्यादा हो पाता है नहीं हो पाता है. As of now, my focus is to do exemplar questions. If you want me to do something else, ping me on Telegram or on Discord. I teach Chem on both places. People are familiar with it and active on Discord. Awesome. Thank you for helping me out with making this work. Normal, of course, and Tanish, Astik, you guys are here as well. So Dinesh and everybody else, are you guys on this as well? Are you guys on Discord as well? Because I don't know your real names, right? These seem to be real names, but you guys are on Discord with other different names. If you're from there or wherever you're from, let me know. Sure, all right. PDF on Telegram. Yeah, we can do that. I can do that. DNF block. All right, Danish. Sure. Maybe we can do that next. We can do DNF block next. Sure. PDF on Telegram. Okay. I'll also upload the PDF on this place here. I'll upload it on Discord as well. Telegram, Discord, we'll put it everywhere. You can do this. On Telegram? Okay, Piyush. Great. All right, cool. Thank you everybody for your time. What is UCED? The design exam? Man, that's a little hard for me. And I'm going to do these without a face because I don't think the face adds value, and it makes life a lot harder when you try to edit stuff out to go from live to recorded. And the main reason I'm not doing things without a face is because there isn't any space for me to put a green screen, if I'm being very honest with you, in the room that I'm in. And this is all I've got, guys. So yeah, multiple reasons for not doing face. But I don't think it takes away the learning in any case. So this is what we're going to do. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Give me any feedback that you think will help make this better for you. See you around. Bye.